The market pump continues headed into today's CPI numbers. I'm Darren, and this is Three Things for Thursday, July the 11th. Jerome Powell says that higher inflation is not the only risk now for the U.S. economy. Add in a weakening labor market. The unemployment rate is rising and could keep going to create another problem. Powell added that the higher immigration rate took pressure off of the labor market. Let's see how that plays out. Samsung workers are on an indefinite strike for better pay and benefits, which could impact the global memory chip supply. The workers' three-day walkout did not produce the results they wanted, so here we are. George Clooney, which has been a big fundraiser for Joe Biden, has now suggested he drop out of the 2024 presidential race. He says the Democrats will not win with the current president. Trade while sleeping across time zones with Arbitrage Trade Assist. Sign up today at arbitragetrade.com. Arbitrage Trade is your trusted source for business, finance, and tech info.
The possibility of lung cancer can be pretty scary, especially if you're one of approximately 8 million current or former smokers at high risk. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know that now there's a breakthrough low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early, and it only takes 60 seconds. You stop smoking, now start screening. For an easy quiz to see if you're eligible, visit SaveByTheScan.org. It could save your life. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
The turnaround of Meta Facebook, from doomed to dominant. Daniel writes, in 2021, Meta, formerly known as Facebook, faced a significant challenge that many predicted would be its downfall. Apple's iOS 14.5 update, which introduced App Tracking Transparency, or ATT, allowed users to opt out of data tracking by apps. This update struck at the heart of Facebook's business model, which heavily relied on tracking user data for targeted advertising. The impact was immediate and profound, leading to a steep decline in Facebook's advertising revenue and a subsequent drop to its stock price. However, through strategic pivots and an unexpected public relations boost from its CEO, Mark Zuckerberg, Meta managed to not only recover but also achieve new heights. While Apple rolled out its iOS 14.5 in April 2021, it marked a paradigm shift in user privacy. The new app tracking transparency feature meant that apps, including Facebook, had to ask for explicit permission to track users across other apps and websites. This change aimed to give users more control over personal data and privacy. For Facebook, whose advertising strategy depended on the ability to track and target users with high precision, this was a severe blow. As a result, advertisers faced decreased efficacy in their campaigns on Facebook, leading to reduced spending on the platform. The immediate effect was the sharp decline in Facebook's advertising revenue. The stock market reacted swiftly, with Meta's shares plummeting by nearly 30% over the following months. Faced with this existential threat, Meta embarked on a multifaceted strategy to revitalize its business. Meta began to accelerate its investments in other areas beyond advertising. This included doubling down on e-commerce initiatives within its platforms, such as Facebook Marketplace and Instagram Shopping. These moves aim to create new revenue channels less dependent on data tracking. Meta worked on improving its advertising tools to be less reliant on user data. This includes leveraging artificial intelligence and machine learning to enhance the performance of ads with less granular user data. The introduction of tools like Conversions API helped advertisers better track the performance of their campaigns in a privacy-compliant manner. One of the most significant shifts was Meta's pivot towards the metaverse. Announced in October 2021, this strategic vision positioned Meta at the forefront of the next generation of the internet. By rebranding the company from Facebook to Meta, Zuckerberg signaled a long-term commitment to creating immersive digital environments, which attracted investor interest and revitalized the company's image. These strategic initiatives began to pay off. Despite the initial hit from the iOS update, Meta stock started to recover by mid-2022. The pivot to the metaverse, in particular, generated significant buzz and investor confidence. By the end of 2023, Meta's stock had not only regained its losses, but also reached all-time highs. Parallel to these strategic shifts was an interesting transformation in the public persona of Meta's CEO, Mark Zuckerberg. Traditionally seen as somewhat robotic and aloof figure, Zuckerberg made a concerted effort to revamp his image. Zuckerberg began appearing on popular podcasts such as Joe Rogan's, where he discussed topics like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, showcasing a more relatable and human side. His discussions about personal hobbies and interests made him appear more approachable and likable. Zuckerberg also became the most active on social media, sharing glimpses of his personal life, including his fitness routines and family activities. This transparency helped soften his image and connect with a broader audience. His engagement in physically demanding and popular activities like BJJ added a layer of the cool factor that resonated well with the public. This was a stark contrast to the earlier, more reclusive image of the tech CEO. While it is challenging to quantify the direct impact of Zuckerberg's image overhaul on Meta's stock price, there are plausible indirect benefits. A more favorable public perception of the CEO can enhance investor confidence, foster goodwill among users, and improve overall company morale. This, in turn, can contribute to a positive stock market performance. The timing of Zuckerberg's PR efforts and the company's stock resurgence does suggest that his improved public image may have played a role in restoring investor confidence and public trust in Meta. The story of Meta's turnaround is a testament to strategic adaptability and the power of public relations. Faced with a potentially crippling challenge from Apple's iOS update, Meta successfully diversified its revenue streams, improved its advertising tools, and embraced the future with its metaverse vision. Concurrently, Mark Zuckerberg's efforts to humanize his public persona contributed to a more favorable public and investor sentiment. Together, these factors helped Meta not only recover from its setbacks, but also achieve new milestones, underscoring the company's resilience and capacity for reinvention. Meta's journey from a beleaguered tech giant to a revitalized market leader offers valuable lessons in strategic flexibility, innovation, and the importance of leadership in navigating turbulent times. As the company continues to evolve, it will be fascinating to see how these elements shape its future trajectory. Stop watching, start living using Pips, our AI bot. Go to arbitragetrade.com and check out Arbitrage Trade Assist.
Hi, we're the Goo Goo Dolls. We're fortunate that our daughters have what they need to grow and learn. But that isn't the case for nearly 13 million kids in the U.S. that struggle with hunger.
Childhood hunger is a heartbreaking reality that Feeding America is working to change. Each year, the Feeding America network of food banks rescues billions of pounds of good food that would have gone to waste and provides it to families and children in need.
You can help kids in need in your community by visiting feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Pips Pick of the Day, and it's Throwback Thursday, where we review past Pips wins. I give you a pick of the day every Monday through Wednesday, and then Thursday I review these wins over the months. Pips makes it easy for me because he has 12 indicators. This week is RF Industries Limited, that's RFIL, and they design, manufacture, and market interconnect products and systems, including coaxial and specialty cables, fiber optic cables and connectors, and electrical and electronic specialty cables. This was a pick of the day on June 18th and opened at $3.47 after our green arrow indicator said the possibility of an upward movement was good. Over the next 2 weeks and into yesterday, the price rose up to $4.28, which is a 23% gain in 3 weeks. I'll take it. If you want to see the graphs and 12 indicators, look for my video post about Throwback Thursday on social media where I break it all down. Put our AI bot Pips to work for you with Arbitrage Trade Assist. We're not financial advisors. We offer a service at arbitragetrade.com.
Arbitrage Trade Analytics LLC is a privately held research company. Arbitrage Trade Analytics LLC is solely responsible for the preparation and distribution of the contents of this podcast. The opinions offered in this podcast are for informational purposes only and are not intended to function as investment advice. Seek a duly licensed professional for investment advice. For more information about the informational research and services offered by Arbitrage Trade Analytics LLC, please visit arbitragetrade.com.